In this video we are going to study how we can find the slope of tangent line, how we can find the equation of tangent line, and how we can find the value of x at given point of function at some specific or particular points. Let's start. First of all, we have question, find all points on the graph of fx is equals to x cube plus 9x square plus 19x negative 10, where the slope of the tangent line is negative 5. So first of all, while solving the question, we have to focus on the given data in the question. So we are provided with the function fx and the slope of tangent line, which is negative 5. So we know that the slope of function is the derivative, basically derivative of that function, which is f comma x. So first of all, we find the derivative of that function, and how we can gonna find the derivative of function, and finding derivative of function, we discussed it in the previous video in details, and I'm gonna share the link of that video in the description section. So let's start. The derivative of x cube is 3x square, and 9x square is 18x, because these two multiplied with this 9 and it becomes 18, and when negative 1 subtract from this 2, it becomes x, basically our new exponent. And similarly in the case of x cube and 19x. But what happen if we find the derivative of constant term? So by using the rules of derivative, we know that the derivative of constant term is 0. So we just ignore it, because adding 0 or subtracting 0 has no effect on the function. So here we find the derivative of function, and we know that the slope of function is the derivative. So we put that derivative of function equal to slope, and we are provided with the slope of tangent line, which is negative 5. We put this derivative of function equals to this slope, and when this negative 5 comes to the left hand side, it becomes positive 5, and 19 plus 5 becomes 24, and here we write 0. And by simplifying and factorizing this term, we take the factor of this term, and first of all, here 3x square plus 18x plus 24, we take 3 common, and then divide both sides by 3, and 3 cancel out, and we get x square plus 6x plus 8, and then we factorize this. We know that when we factorize 8, 4 multiply by 2, and when we add these 4 plus 2, it becomes 6. So these are the two suitable factors for this equation, and when we put this factor equals to 0, it becomes negative, and x is equals to negative 2 and x is equals to negative 4. These are the points on the graph where the slope of tangent line is negative 5, basically. So we find the value of x, but to find the value of y, we have to put that value of x in the function, and find the value of y. Basically the first point of and the first value of x, which is negative 2, we find the function at that point negative 2, and we find the value of y. And simply in this function x cube plus 9x square plus 19x negative 10, we put negative 2 instead of x, and then we find f negative 2 is equals to negative 20 by simplifying. And then we know that we find the two values of x. So the second value of x is negative 4. We put that value of x in the function and find the value of y, which is negative 6. So there are basically the 2 points where the slope of tangent line is -5, which is at -2, -20. -2 is basically the value of x, and we find the y from the function which is -20, and -4 is the value of x, and -6 is the value of y. Then moving on to the next question, find the slope of the tangent line to the graph of the given function at the given value of x. Find the equation of tangent line. So in this case we are provided with the function, and we are asked to find the equation of tangent line, and we are also given with that the value of x is equals to -2. So first of all we differentiate both sides and take derivative of this function, and by taking derivative we simply use the rules of derivative. So a derivative of x4 is 4x cube negative these two multiplied with this 18, it becomes 36x, and the derivative of constant term is 0. So we already know that the derivative of a function is equals to the slope. We find the slope because we know that the value of x is equals to -2 in the question. It is basically provided in the question that x is equals to -2. We put that -2 in the slope, because the derivative of function is basically the slope. So in this derivative of function we replace the x by -2, which is the value of x, and here we find the slope 40. Then for the given value of x, the corresponding value of y will be, we have to find this by putting this -2, which is the value of x, in the function. This is the function, and here we put the value of x and find the y. So y is equals to 25. So to calculate the equation of tangent line, we use the point slope form, and we know that y is 25, x is -2, and slope is 40. Here we put y -25 is equals to slope when multiplied with this inner term x or x1, it becomes 40x or 40x1, and the value of x is basically -2, so we replace this x1 with the -2. So for finding the value of y, we simply move this value to the right hand side, and it becomes y is equals to 40x -55. This is basically the tangent equation. So this is very simple. First of all we have to find the derivative of function, and then find that function, a value of that function at a particular value which is given at 3. So here we find the derivative. 1/9 comes in the front because we have to take the derivative of only variable terms. We did not have to take the derivative of constant terms. So this constant becomes in the front, and this derivative of x cube is 3x square basically, and this 7 comes in the front, and derivative of x square is equals to 2x. And simply by simplifying and cancelling out, it becomes x square over 3 -14x. Here we are asked to find the derivative of function at some particular value which is 3. So we replace that x with 3, and here also we replace x with 3, and find the value f derivative 3 is equals to -114/3. Then for the given function, find all values of x where the tangent line is horizontal. We are provided with the function, and for more information it is given that it is the function where the tangent line is horizontal. So first of all we have to know what is basically means the tangent line is horizontal. What it means: horizontal tangents mean the equation of tangent is y is equals to k, y is equals to something constant. It means slope of the tangent is 0. Slope of the tangent will be 0 when the derivative of function will be 0. So in this case when we are asked and we are provided with that the tangent the function and the tangent line is horizontal. So it means that the derivative of function is equals to 0, or the slope of tangent is equals to 0. So in this case we are provided with a function. First of all we have to find the derivative of that function, and then we equate that derivative to 0, because it is basically the horizontal line. So derivative of 2x cube is 6x square, and derivative of 45x square is 90x and 324, and derivative of constant term is 0. Now we solve for the derivative of a function. Now equate the derivative to 0 to solve for the x. So 6x square plus 90x plus 324, which is the derivative, we equate it with the 0, and we divide here we take 6 common, and then divide both equation with the 6, and the 6 cancel out, and it again becomes the 0. And here we factorize this equation, and the factors are -6 and -9. So here we find the value of x, where the tangent will be horizontal when x is equals to -6 and x is equals to -9. So similarly in this case our function is different from the previous question, but we have to find the same things in this question also. So first of all we take the derivative of that function, which is 3x square negative 10x plus 6, and then we equate the derivative with equal to 0. And in this case there is only one difference. When it is difficult to find the factor of a given equation, and the equation can't be factorizing, so we can use a quadratic formula to find the value of x. So here simply we using a quadratic formula find the value of x. We know that a is equals to 3, b is equals to -10, c is equals to 6. First of all we have to write these value of a, b and c, and then put that value in the formula. Quadratic formula is as written as x is equals to -b plus minus under root b square -4ac over 2a. We put here the values of a, b and c, and then simply we simplify it and find the value of x. So x can be in the positive and can be negative. It can be 10 plus under root 28 over 6, or 10 negative under root 28 over 6. So here we factorize this 28, and we get the factor 2 square multiply by 7, and when this 2 square cancel with the square root, and this 2 comes out from the square root. And similarly in this case there is only difference of sign. So when we take 2 common, these 2 cancel out with this 3, 2 ones are 2, and 2 3 times 6. So basically we get 5 plus under root 7 over 3, and 5 negative under root 7 over 3. These are basically the two values of x. Another question, if derivative of g comma 2 is equals to 7 and h comma 2 is equals to 14, find f comma 2 for fx is equals to. So in this case we are provided with the function as written as, and we are also provided that if we have derivative of that term which is equals to 7 and derivative of that term is equals to 14. So in this case we have to find the derivative of function at particular value, which is 2, derivative of function at 2. So first of all we differentiate on both sides, take the derivative, and we know that we have to find the derivative of that function at 2. We replace the x with the 2 everywhere in these both sides of the equation, and here we see that half g comma 2. We know that we are provided with g comma 2 is equals to 7 and h comma 2 is equals to 14. here we replace the values of that terms, and it is equals to 7 and it is equals to 14. We put here the values, and after simplifying we get the derivative f comma 2 is equals to 7. In this case we are provided with graph, and we have to use the information given in the figure to find the following values. Number A, we have to find the function at point 1. It means that we have to find the function at f1. It means that the value of x is equals to 1. So here we can see that at value of x is equals to 1, the value of function becomes 2. It is 2 basically at point 1. So from the given information we can say that the graph of fx is purple in color and has curvature shape, and f of function 1 means that the value of function at x is equal to 1. From the graph we can say that at x is equals to 1, the value of fx is equals to 2. Then in the second case, since the derivative of fx is equals to f comma x, and from the graph we can see that the straight line is the graph of f comma x, so the value of f comma 1 is 1. We can see that the value is 1 here. So in part 3 we have to find the domain of that function, and from the graph of fx we can see that the leftmost value at which fx is defined or exists is at x is equals to -1. We see here the leftmost side where the fx exists is -1, and the right side is continuing, it is to the infinity, positive infinity, as we can see here the arrow, and it means that the graph is continuous till infinity. The domain of fx is the value of x at which x and fx is defined or exist. So the domain of fx is -1 to positive infinity. Now we have to find the range of fx, range of that function. From the graph of f comma x, the straight line, we can see that in the left and right both sides of f comma x there is an arrow. It means that the graph is continuous till infinity. The range of fx is the value of x at which f of x is defined or exists. The range of fx is equals to -infinity to positive infinity. As you can see here, the arrows on both sides, it is both on the negative infinity and on the positive infinity. Then we have a simple proof that the derivative of function having a constant term is equal to constant times derivative of that function. How are we gonna prove that? You can see here. Similarly, we find the derivative of that function by applying limit when h approaches to 0. When we write the constant term here, this is the simple rule that the constant comes in the front, and here we take the derivative of that function. So this constant comes in the front, and the derivative of function. So the derivative of constant times a function is equals to constant times the derivative of a function basically. So in the another question we are provided with a very simple proof. We have to prove and show that for any constant k, the derivative of function our constant is equals to derivative of that function our constant. So in order to prove that equation, we simply differentiate the left hand side of the equation by using quotient rule. So here we use the rule that is quotient rule we use in the derivative for finding derivative. So in quotient rule, first of all we take derivative of the function in the numerator and multiply it with the denominator, and then simply we write the function in the numerator and multiply it with the function derivative of function in the denominator, and then we divide this by the square of the denominator. And for finding the derivative, here we can simply write f comma x k into, then we know that the derivative of constant term is 0. We here simply write 0, and this k cancel out by this k square, and in the denominator it only left a single k. So here it is proved that the derivative of function over k is equals to the derivative of that function over k. Then again we have the last question of this video is use the differentiation feature to solve the problem. We are given with the function and we have to find the value of that function at particular value, which is 4, and we have to find the all values of x where that function is equals to 0. So first of all we are going to find the derivative of that function, because when we find the derivative of that function we can replace the x with the 4, so we can find f comma 4. So first of all we find the derivative of that function. When this 3 multiplied with this, it becomes 3.75, and our new exponent is 2 when we subtract -1 from 3, and this 2 multiplied with this and it becomes 0.02, and when 1 subtracted from 2 it becomes x, and here the derivative become -2.9, and derivative of constant term is 0. So similarly if we have to find the function derivative at point 1, we replace the value of x with 1, and if we find the derivative of that function at 4, we have to replace the value with 4. So in this case we replace the x with the 4, and we simplify and get f comma 4 is equals to 57.18. and then by putting f comma x is equals to 0, we find the value of x where f comma x is equals to 0. So here in this case we are unable to factorize this term, because it is too difficult to factorize a term with having decimal points or having zeros, too many zeros. So in this case we can use the quadratic formula. So quadratic formula, first of all we have to determine a, b and c from the equation. A is something that is with the x square, and b is something that is with the x, and c is basically the constant term. So c in this case is -2.9, b is 0.02, and a is 3.75. So here we put these value in this equation, -b plus minus under root b square -4ac over 2a, and it can this under root, it means that it must be in the positive or negative. So it can be positive or negative both. We separate two values of x here and simplify for both the values of x.